Hello everybody, this is Nathaniel Clay from Just Press Play, and today I'm actually going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch and recent news that has come across from, a developer that works at Ubisoft, a rendering developer that works at Ubisoft. This is basically the guy that basically, renders the games and talks about, how much he can render in a console and a lot of stuff. But he elaborated more on what the Switch can actually run, and what information he gives might be pretty surprising to a lot of people. He first goes on to talk about what modern gaming consoles typically run. They basically, most of the development takes up time with the lighting, processing, the reflections, everything that the console can actually handle, and the compute shaders are very important. Basically, that's basically what he's basically talking about. He said he more likely gave out that the not 3DS, my bad. The Nintendo Switch can run about 25.6 shaders. Um, it's pretty, yeah, it's worryful in my opinion, because the Switch, it has lower shaders than the Xbox One that he also talked about. He said the Xbox One is not that great as well, but I mean, fuck, the Ubisoft games are still going to go on the Xbox One. I mean, they're still going to be getting these ports. It's kind of sad that the Wii U cannot process that many shaders, and this will affect the console overall. And to go on to the main point of this video, basically, it won't be able to get direct ports to it. There's been a lot of developers that have been online saying like, "Oh yeah, the Nintendo Switch can just take anything you throw at it." No, it actually can't. You can't just throw a game at it. It doesn't have the porting capability as people might thought it was. He did say straightforward, code just porting into the console is not going to work whatsoever, and that actually makes me extremely sad. Here's one thing. I don't hate Nintendo. Last video I did state that Nintendo can do things right with the Switch, but this is one thing that I don't know if they're really gonna do well with the Switch. After all, Nintendo, you need to learn something. Power over form, design, and concept. Nintendo, what you do with hardware and stuff lately is you'll just make something different just for the sake of it being different. And that right there is why sometimes I'm not behind some of the hardware you've actually out, especially after the Wii U. I love my Wii U so much, but it's just become a homebrew console for me. Back on subject though, it can't basically take many current gen ports, and that's worryful. That means the developer's going to have to make a kind of downgraded version before they can port it to the console with similar features. Nintendo, you don't really understand this. He talked about, this article probably sums up with everything I'm saying pretty interestingly. I'll put a link to it down in the description. Developers want hardware that easily performs their games and out some in a way that people, that looks appealing to the consumer. If Nintendo cannot get that right, the Nintendo Switch will not sell well at all. Nintendo, you do not understand that. I love the handheld aspect of this console. I somewhat like the home console concept. I somewhat like the Joy-Cons, but I like the handheld concept overall, with being able to take it everywhere to go and be able to play Skyrim or whatever dub footage you had, pasted over the gamepad during the trailer. I love that, but if we don't really get that many games to begin with, I don't see any reason to buy the console. Hell, I can play fucking Skyrim on my laptop. You're not giving me any incentive if it's not going to have that many third-party ports. For fuck's sakes, Nintendo, please listen to me when I say this. Developers want power. If the Switch comes out with, what a lot of rumors have been saying, 4 gigabytes of RAM and a weak NVIDIA chip and stuff like that, people aren't going to give two shits. They're going to end up buying an Xbox One or PS4 and ignoring your hardware overall. And that is something that you did not learn with the Wii U, and that's why this worries me to hell. If you have one of the people who do like shader development at Ubisoft saying that it doesn't really take that many shaders, and modern game engines, might not be able to port easier to it. That's worryful. You know what I mean? And this is not a leak. Well, it's sort of a leak, but this is not just some shitty fucking rumor on the internet. This is showing that it can't really fully support current gen ports, and that is very worryful. Nintendo, get your shit together, because this is kind of bad news to me. Just now hearing this has actually pretty much worried me for the Switch's future. Please do right by this console. If the developers don't can't easily, not why I said that. If developers can't easily port games to your console, then you have an issue. Build an engine, maybe. Fuck. Give them incentives if they do make Switch games to get people on the roll, on the ball when the console first comes out. Do something because this is worryful. This actually worries the hell out of me. Not having that. You know what I mean? The Switch event is on January 12th. The channel will be live streaming the Switch event that's coming that Thursday, and we're gonna be basically doing it probably in the afternoon, reacting to the entire video, and we're gonna give our thoughts on it. Any bullshit parts in the thing, we will skip them. Like, for example, I swear to fucking God, do not have a Nintendo Land 2 on the console. I really don't care. I want to be honest, I really don't care for if they have some gimmick like that. I hope you guys just get your shit together, because this actually does worry me a lot. Well, see you guys later. This is Nathaniel Clay from Just Let's Play, and I'm wrapping up this video. Subscribe, like, give me your opinion in the comments. I really need them. The channel needs a bit more subs. Subscribe. You should be able to see the logo to the there's going to be a logo to the right. Big circle, whatever, with the Just Press Play logo. Go ahead and click that and subscribe to our channel. Check it out. We have a lot of other videos. And thanks for watching.